Very, very weird weekend. We won the game we were supposed to win, but I wasn't satisfied with that. Now, I started to ask myself, like, is that a me problem? Am I expecting too much of this team? Am I spoiled with what we had last year and thinking that we're supposed to be better than what we actually are? Like, I can't pinpoint what it was, but in my mind, I feel like that Rockets game should not have gone that way. I mean, I understand it's a matinee game, but for our team built the way that it is, at home against a not so good Rockets team, for us to barely come out of that game with a win didn't sit right with me. And then on top of that, we have the game that we had against the Bulls where we played okay in the first, and then in the second and third we played great, and then we just fell off a cliff in that fourth quarter, allowing the Bulls to score 37 points in the fourth. So now I'm thinking to myself, is it me? Like, do I think the Knicks are better than what they actually are? Am I overrating these Knicks? Now, I was nowhere near the camp of 50 wins. Shout out to my man JD and shout out to everybody who's believing in that in the comment section. I've been saying that I'm sitting at 46, maybe 47 wins. Was that me overrating this team? Is this team fool's gold? Like, to have names like Derrick Rose, Kemba Walker, Julius Randle, Alec Burks, like we have these kind of names on this team. Am I expecting too much? Like, I'm starting to think that in my head. We're 9-8 on the season and 4-5 in the Garden. Something about that just doesn't sit right with me. Like, why is that? Why are we not winning at home when we have the best crowd, the best atmosphere night in, night out? Is that too much pressure for them? I don't know. Just a lot of questions going into our 18th game of the season tomorrow against the Los Angeles Lakers. A lot of questions. But before we talk about any of that, run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. If you want more of me, I'm streaming now over on CK TV. Go check me out there. I also have the Coast to Coast podcast over on Coast to Coast, and you can find me all the time over on Knicks Fan TV for the post game show. Shout out to Knicks Fan TV, shout out to my man CP, and shout out to everybody a part of the Knicks Fan TV crowd. I'm getting an alarm. Shut that off. There's a lot going on with this Knicks team right now. I'm a firm believer of we know teams show who they truly are by that 20-game mark. And right now, the Knicks look like a worse team now than they did when the season began. I don't like being this Debbie Downer, this pessimistic Knicks fan, because normally I'm the optimistic guy. But when we're playing primarily through these veterans, we're playing primarily through the starting lineup that we have, that is a lot of veterans and RJ Barrett, and we're not getting the results that we should be getting as this team and everyone was expecting and anticipating going into the season. That's why I had to sit back and think, like, is it me? Am I overreacting? Why was I not as impressed with Julius Randle's 34-point game yesterday? Like, his game statistically was phenomenal. Like, he was giving us buckets when we needed buckets, but why was I not happy with it? I'm looking at it and I'm upset. Why is Julius Randle not able to body Alex Caruso and get quick, easier buckets? Why is Julius Randle playing to Lonzo Ball? Julius Randle is Julius Randle. He should be out there eating when you got Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball on you. Why is that not the case? Defensively, I'm watching shots be given up and RJ Barrett picking up extra guys and then leading to open shots in the corner because Julius Randle's not moving. So those are the things that I'm looking at, and I'm like, am I over analyzing these things? Am I overthinking these things? Julius Randle had his best game of the season. Why am I still criticizing him? I don't know. I just feel like I'm at a weird place right now, and I'm not apologizing about it. There's something wrong with this team, whether it is chemistry, whether it is lineups don't make sense, coaching, the players in themselves not holding themselves accountable. I don't know what it is, but the main thing for me that I see with this team that really bothers me and really worries me, and Tom Thibodeau spoke on this yesterday, is it feels like the team and the players still do not know what their role is. Like, Julius Randle, in his mind, feels like he needs to be Mr. Do-It-All, and though last night it was effective, did that take away from other people's play? Does everybody know the role? Is that a part of why Evan Fournier has been so shaky this season? Although, I've not been crazy about the Evan Fournier signing, We have him on the team now. Why is he not playing to that role that everyone was expecting him to be at? Obi Toppin is out there playing tremendous basketball each and every night, but is still not getting a lot of minutes. To me, and right now with this team that we have right now, it has nothing to do with because Julius Randle's ahead of him, because we can play the two of them next to each other. We've seen that it worked, especially in a team last night where they're playing Alex Caruso, Lonzo Ball, and DeMar DeRozan at the power forward. You can play Obi Toppin in those situations. I don't know, man. I'm genuinely curious. I genuinely do not know what is going on with us. We're about to approach that 20th game, and I still don't feel like the team knows their role. I don't even know if the team has its identity yet. We've seen flashes of what our team's identity should be, but it never consistently stays. We went into this season knowing that we were going to play faster, we were going to shoot more, and defense. But defense has been shaky for us. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Last night, it was there until the fourth quarter. We don't play fast all the time because most of the time we're trying to give Julius Randle the ball to play point forward when we need. That should be dead. We have Kemba Walker, Emmanuel Quickley, and Derrick Rose. There should be no more point Julius. I don't mind Julius moving the ball from the high post, but the whole point forward thing with Julius Randle, that should be dead and gone at this point. What happened with RJ Barrett playing a lot of his minutes with that second unit? I feel like that is where we got the most results, especially seeing Alec Burks play the way Alec Burks would. Maybe he just doesn't work next to Julius Randle, even though I don't think that's true either. Like, I feel like a lot of the time, I'm not saying we need to sit RJ Barrett and start, or Alec Burks, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying in some of these instances, maybe we should be seeing Alec Burks playing with that veteran lineup, and then we see RJ Barrett play back with Emmanuel Quickley, Derrick Rose, Obi Toppin, Mitchell Robinson. Like, we should see that kind of a lineup. We're a deep team. Why are we not mixing our depth and playing to our strengths and playing to our players' strengths? We're not doing that. RJ Barrett's just out there. That's it. Like, that's the end of the sentence. He's just out there sometimes. And yes, a lot of it is him. Like, don't get it twisted. I am a huge RJ Barrett fan. I believe in RJ Barrett, but he is in his head right now. And there's something that needs to be figured out. RJ Barrett is trying. He wants to be great. He wants to do the things. And mind you, we have to remember, he's still a 21-year-old kid. He wants to be great, but he has a lot of other vets that are on this team right now. They're trying to push their own narrative, and he's trying to find his mold and find his way amongst all that. And it feels like right now he's just in his head. Shots that were looking so effortless for him in the first week are looking tough for him right now. Now, I'm not like you guys, and I'm not someone that gives up on a player that fast. I definitely believe he is all of 21 right now. We're seeing that because he's trying to figure out his way in the league. I believe that he's going to get out of this slump. He's going to get out of this slump. I think the best stretch of basketball that we've seen outside of a few spurts from last night in Chicago was when he was forced to play with the second unit with Mitchell Robinson against the Magic. This is just genuinely an old-fashioned CK rant because I don't know. I'm literally talking it out with you guys to figure it out. Like, I'm making these points, I'm pointing these things out, but then at the same time, what are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Do you guys see something else? I know a lot of you guys, there's RJ Barrett haters, so you guys are thinking that he's just not that guy. I don't co-sign with that. A lot of you guys are thinking that Julius Randle is doing no wrong. Maybe I'm just overcritical on Julius Randle. Like, when I criticize and when I talk about players, it's not hate because they're Knicks. I want them to play great. I want Julius Randle to be great. I want him to be close to what he was last year. You know, so when I say these things, it's in no way me saying like I hate him, trade him away. No, I just want him to be that guy last year. He made a step in the right direction defensively for us last year, and all I can put together is it just feels like the players do not know their role yet. These guys do not know what their role is, and I don't feel like we utilize our depth the right way. I just don't. I don't like that it has to be this platoon and that platoon every single. No. If RJ's not on, take him out, put someone else in. If Fournier is not playing well and he does not fit with what's going on right now, take him out, put someone else in. We have the depth. Use it. If Obi Toppin is playing well and he's the reason why there's energy on the floor, keep him out on the floor. Play him next to Julius Randle. Especially if the momentum is on our side, run it. And then if we lose that momentum, then make the sub. Don't take it out anticipating for the momentum to go down, because then that instantly kills the momentum. Like those are things I'm having a hard time understanding. If none of these guards are working, play Grimes. I don't understand the thought process. I get it's Tom Thibodeau. That's just who he is. He's old school like that. Vets. Cool. But I thought you're also about winning. So, like, don't you want to utilize your rotation, your roster to get wins? I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of questions I have, but like I said, I'm just ranting on and on. Point being, I don't feel like the players know their role. We start off the season hot because we played and we moved the ball. The ball was moving and we played defense. That should be our identity. Stick to the identity. We have depth. Use the depth. But until we do any of that, we're just going to be a run-of-the-mill team that wins some, loses some, and I don't like that. That's not where we should be. I don't know. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think is the ultimate problem with the New York Knicks right now? Do you agree with me that the team has not found its identity? Do you agree with me that these players do not know their roles yet? Am I being critical? Am I being overly critical, or am I not being critical enough? Like, what's your guys' thought about my rant? I appreciate you guys listening to my TED Talk, listening to my rant. Hopefully I can give you a better put together video in a future video, but it's just been a weird time right now. It's really frustrating, this win lose win kind of pattern that we're on right now. I'm not a fan of it. Just not a fan of it. This team should be better. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to all the other channels linked in the description below. Join the Discord. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Let's get it. Yeah, we got the Lakers tomorrow. Lakers are a team that are up and down like we are. How do we fare against them in the Garden? I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. I'm out of here.
Cold pizza on Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new wave. I think I like it how it is.